Hello, I'm Otto and welcome to episode 4 of my Foundry blind let's play. So in the last episode we set up some electronic components and some machinery parts. After the episode I realized that the assemblers were not lined up, so I did shift all of this back one. I also set up some storage just in case we wanted to, grab some extras. It never hurts. So, I was initially thinking that we were going to set up for transport bots. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to maybe try... I'm going to attempt to make some sort of a mall. As I was kind of crafting some stuff, I kind of started to notice that there's a little bit of a trend for some of the things. Building blocks need technum rods. The science needs technum rods. There's going to be some overlaps here and there, but it seems like a lot of this stuff is kind of lining up in a way that I might be able to kind of wiggle it out into, yeah, we're going to fiddle around with trying to make a mall. So I'm going to set up it's going to be a very, very large area. We're going to have to use a lot of space. I might even have to continue extending past this because, I don't know, I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, how would I actually do this? Well, let's take a look at how we might actually do this. So there's only a couple things that we have that need rods, at least that I can tell for now. I don't know if any more items are going to need rods. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if, from what I can tell, the stuff that I'm going to end up having on a bus, the building blocks need rods. Did these need rods? These did not need rods. The research servers needed rods, but I mean, we can handcraft those. That's not a big deal. The science packs need rods. I don't think anything else needed rods. I'm not worried about the burners. Again, same thing. We can kind of handcraft those as we need. But this is the potentially frustrating part, is that conveyor belt. The slopes need conveyor belt 1. The balancer needs conveyor belt 1. And if I remember right, the conveyor 2 needs a conveyor belt 1. Oh, and this needs a slope 1. Oh, that is going to be even more of a problem. Okay, so we're going to have to... Oh boy, this is a problem. But every problem should have some kind of a solution. So if we're going to need slope 1, so then that probably means that this needs balancer 1. Okay, so this is going to be fun. Alright, so I'm thinking that we're going to have a branch of rods come through here. And maybe only things that need rods. So basically this is going to be our building blocks. And I might end up adding some science here. Like, it would make a lot more sense to have science be like out here or something. You know what? For now, we're just going to set this up like this. We're going to need some space in between. So this is going to be bringing stuff in. So that's going to be bringing rods in, and it also needs plates. So we're going to have plates come through here at some point too. And we're probably going to do machine parts because we are going to have stuff on the other side as well. Make sure all my stuff's lining up. So this is going to have to be conveyor belts. All right, so we need plates and machine parts. So that's going to be plates on this side and machine parts on this side. I'm just going to put this out here just so we can kind of can see. So this needs plates and machine parts. This needs machine parts and the conveyor belt 1. Like, that's going to be a problem. And this needs conveyor belt 1, machine parts, and electronic components. So we're probably going to have to do like electronic components over here. And then maybe like the conveyor belt on a line out here. That's going to be interesting. Let's take a look at this again. What do we need here? Oh, we need machine parts. That's a big problem. Okay, so if I have something coming out here, that leaves me almost no room to get a slope. But can I? Yes. But what that doesn't leave me room for is maybe a splitter, balancer, whatever. Because I almost have to have electronic components and machinery parts here. I could still do that. Hold on. So if this works like this would have something like this. I need a way to store these as well, so that's going to be the hard part. So having this go here would be fine. So this would be able to start storing rank 1 conveyor belts, but I can't do the same thing over here. So now the question is, how do we get rank 2 belts out of here? Because if this is rank 2 belts, which I do not have unlocked yet, then presumably the rank 3 is also going to need rank 2 belts. So I would need to get this out as well. Let's take a look at the... Okay, so this is rank 2. So this needs conveyor belt 1. This needs slope 1. So this doesn't even need... Alright, we need to come up with a rule of thumb. And this one is going to have to break that rule of thumb because it is needed by so many other parts. So if we had this come out here, this could go into a 3. So this would be an output, and I have no room for storage. So this is plates, this is conveyor, this would have to be conveyor belt 1. Ah, well, if it's going to be going through here anyway. That's not a good rule of thumb, though. This is going to have to be an exception. It's going to be the exception because... Alright, so let's just play this out. So let's say that I do put that there. I'm going to put this right up against this. This is going to be, let's say, the slope. This is going to need the belt, which is going to be here. And the machinery part, which is going to be here. And then it would need to output similar to this. And then would need to be able to get into something like this. Okay, so this is still kind of working. Oh, to have something like a Factoriopedia. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's start to set this up, because I think this is probably where this works out. As long as nothing in this line needs machinery parts, then we're probably fine. Not machinery parts, the plates. Okay, so we should be fine. I'm not going to drag the machinery parts all the way, or so the rods all the way down. As a matter of fact, I think most of the items I'm not even going to drag down until we actually need it. That way, just in case we run into a situation where it's like, oh, we haven't used this ever, but we dragged the belt all the way down. And now thinking about it, I definitely didn't need to allocate 4 lanes for this, for the rods. It seems like most of the rods are going to be consumed by the electronic components. Yes. All right, so this is our building block. And we need plates. Plates are coming in here. Let's just back this up and assume for a second that it's gonna be here. How dumb would I feel if the rods and the plates did not continue on at all? If basically everything that we needed the plates for was kind of contained in this area. Oh, that would be funny. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing, I guess, to end up like only advancing. All right, so now we have building blocks automated. That is perfect. Building blocks are automated. Yes. that. 240 per minute. Yes, this is definitely going to get us more faster. Okay, woo. What do we need next? We need conveyor belts. So we need machinery parts and electronic components. So I think we might need to do something different because this is not... Is it gonna line up? Alright, so let's do machinery parts next. Definitely gonna be a problem. Alright, so this has to go up an elevation. Yay, we have belt production. Okay, so I would like to have the rank 2 belts. Oh, I need a walkway or something. This is going to be problematic for the future. Okay, I need to make some... I need to get the rank 2 belts. What do we need for that? We need red. So for red... we need 50. So we can just kind of craft that while we're doing this. All right, so we need conveyor. Oh, hey, look, the conveyor belts are coming. Nice, nice. You can be limited to 1 stack. So one of the downsides of these belts, though, is that for these loaders, is they are fast. They will absorb 1,800 per minute. Oh good, they're all equal. Which basically means that nothing down this line will actually collect anything until everything before it is fully saturated, which includes this container. I probably should have waited and put this container at the end to collect afterwards. That way things could get saturated. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so if this is the sloped, then this needs to be the balancer. And for the balancers, we can limit this to 1 stack as well. Oh boy. Tell you what, we are going to limit this. Yeah, we're just going to do 1 stack. And I'm going to go ahead and help that out, even though we're going to need these belts. I want to see and make sure that everything is working as intended. This is good to go. I wish they showed like the stack size. I don't know what these stack up to. Okay, so I'm going to fill out some more. No, we're just going to keep going. So what else might need? So we have the ability to get plates and electronic components and machinery parts. So I guess, yeah, let's just keep going. We're gonna need some loaders. Oh, we're gonna get like really bogged down, really like, oh boy. We're gonna have, this is gonna be really long. Wow. Do I even want to automate the miners? Well, we're definitely gonna need some loaders. And loaders only have 1 rank. So I think we're gonna start with the assemblers. I don't think that they have 1 rank. Oh, right here, assembler 2, which is gonna need advanced machinery parts. Maybe if we're lucky, the next rank of... Nope, these are not going to require advanced machinery parts. Yeah, that's unlucky. Which means that if we had advanced machinery parts, they would need to come in from a line through here. pair up with, let's say, assembling machine 2 here. All right, let's do it. Okay, and we're back, and of course it's nighttime. So conveyor belt 2 is almost researched. I am handcrafting a little bit more science, and I was like, okay, I really don't want to handcraft science. I would rather have it automated. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I think we can actually fit both of the sciences over here. So we're gonna plan on that shortly. But before I do that, I've obviously set up a few more things. These are for this is conveyor belt 2, slope 2, balancer 2, and assembling machine 2. Yep. So that's assembling machine 1. And these 3 are for the loaders. These are the only, like, the loaders are, it's just 1 rank. So we're going to go ahead and set this up. This is the regular loader, and they all need everything. So that makes this pretty easy. And our research 2 is complete. Nice. And this is for a loader that we do not have access to yet, but it will eventually go there. Okay, so now that we have the rank 2 belts, we can start to set that up as well. So that's going to go in here. And then it's going to need machine parts. And electronic components. Oh, this is going to be a problem. I do not have a way to collect it. Unless, again, breaking my nope. In theory, we would have it over here. Like this. But that is going to be in the way of our bus. So and this will need the room here to go out. okay, well, I don't think that I am that concerned with this. It is kind of a big deal that we're not going to be able to collect it into a storage, but I maybe should have started all of this back some more. It is what it is. All right, so let's finish it, at least setting up these machines. So this one was slope 2. This one we do not have yet. It is going to be balancer 2. Okay, so last, let's set up some science. So we're gonna have to do some funky stuff, and it's gonna have to be in a way that this is now not gonna be modular. The machinery parts over here. Is that really what I want to do? Oh no, the machinery parts are on the other side. Okay, well, we're gonna have to do this in a different build. Alright, so I'm gonna tear this down. But we kind of got a weird, lengthy mall going, so I don't really know about some of this other stuff, but maybe in the future all of this will hopefully start to line up. So that is going to be it for me for this episode. I'm going to go place some of the handcrafted science that I have in these guys over here and research the conveyor balancer. Yes, thank you. Mining speed 60%. Yes. Alright, that is going to be it for me for this episode. I will see you in the next episode. We're going to definitely set up the transport bots and hopefully the science. Oh, right. That's exactly what I said I was going to do last episode. Okay, so we're definitely going to try to do that. I think we might... try to do that over here. I wouldn't mind keeping the sciences separated, although having all of these splits and increases in elevation, that might not hurt us too much. Okay, so I will see you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.